Hello ladies and gentlemen, I'm Blackfire Rebel, also known as Luke, and today we're doing an interesting video, well I hope it's interesting anyway, where I ask myself 20 questions and try and answer them completely honestly. The idea is we are going to answer these questions, and then in a year's time we will come back and answer all the same questions again, and see what's changed in our responses. But before we get started, I'd like to ask you to listen to the questions in this, find one that you find interesting, and answer it in the comments below. And if you're still here in a year, we can compare and see how you're faring now, what's changed in your answer. You could answer more than one question if you want, but I think one is, a fine amount. So we're just going to jump right into it, because I don't want this video to be too long. So the first question is, what state is the world in right now? Well, the world, as a whole, is in a global pandemic. There is a virus, COVID-19, taking over the world, and it's a tough time for everyone right now. The UK, which is where I live, is in a lockdown. So I'm not able to go out, go to the gym, go see friends as all really. It's a tough time, but I'll be interested to see in a year's time, well hopefully this is all over, how it's looked back on. Because a lot of people have died, a lot of people have gotten seriously ill, and we're taking a lot of measures. We're about 2 months into the lockdown right now. It's a lot of measures, and it is quite scary. And I'll be curious to see how I look back on that. Question number 2 is, are you happy? And it's a complicated answer. But yes, mostly, I think so. I'm really enjoying making YouTube content. I'm really enjoying streaming on Twitch. I have some wonderful friends, both through the internet and in real life, even though I can't see the ones in real life very much at the moment. I do feel a little bit lonely romantically, but other than that, I think I'm pretty good. I'm pretty happy in general. Which is nice to be able to say, especially when you're not in a relationship, right? It's nice to be able to be like, yes, I am happy, which I think is key, because you need to be happy in yourself before you can be happy in a relationship with someone else. I think that is a key thing to realize, or at least I hope it is anyway. That's kind of the rule I've been living by. Working on myself before I attempt to date anyone. Question number 3, which is something that changed recently, so I thought I'd put it in here, even though it shouldn't change, but obviously it's totally fine to change. Question number 3 is, what do you sexually identify as? So recently I've been I sound pretentious when I talk about my sexuality, but it's just a thing. I need to accept it. I feel like saying words about your sexuality can sound pretentious if you're not one of gay, bi, straight. If you say anything else, some people can be like, oh, one of those. But I guess for the longest time, up until very recently, I've been saying that I am heteroromantic, so I only want a romantic relationship with women. But I am bisexual, as in I will have sex with a man or a woman or anything in between. That's what I went with, and it doesn't really matter to me. But I've realized that through a closer look at definitions and stuff, it's probably more likely that I am heteroromantic pansexual, meaning I will fall in love with and be romantically interested in women and people who identify as women, so women. But sexuality for sex doesn't matter to me. You could identify as whatever you want. You could have whatever parts. You could be whatever. I'm happy. If I find you attractive, I find you attractive. If you won't get down, you won't get down. That's kind of where I am on that front anyway. People are attractive. It doesn't really matter what they identify as or what parts they have. Some people are just hella hot. And I think it's fine to find people hella hot if they're hella hot, So I think that's where I am at the moment. Hopefully I have the correct name for what I'm feeling down. I think I do. I hope so. Question number 4 is, how do you view Twitch? I view Twitch mostly positively. I think I maybe stream too much when we're not. Obviously, I haven't been able to stream much at the moment because I'm working a lot. At my real job, I'm a security guard currently. So it's kind of tough. I am struggling a little bit with it because at the same time I don't stream as much as I want to, but I also feel like I'm streaming too much when obviously we're not on lockdown, because I want to focus on doing YouTube and stuff, because Twitch can feel very much like this dead-end space where you just stream day in and day out, and if you're not you know, getting onto like live stream fails or collaborating with other people all the time. You're not going to grow very much on Twitch unless you're like just out there and you get a, you know, set amount of audience already. Obviously it happens for some people and that's fantastic, but I think I've seen through my 2 years of Twitch, it will happen for me, but very, very slowly. So I need to branch out and make content on other platforms. So I think I think where I am with Twitch is I love it. It's my favorite way of making content. I love being able to directly communicate with my audience and just be live and have fun and mess around. But if I want to grow and have a bigger audience, I need to cut back on the streaming and focus more on other content like YouTube and TikTok and Instagram and Twitter. I don't know, other stuff. So happy, enjoy it, but probably need to step back a little bit. That's kind of how I view it at the moment. Question number 5 is, how do I view YouTube? And I view YouTube as, goddamn, I wish I put more work into this, because I really enjoy making videos, but I don't particularly like editing all the time. I really like recording videos, and sometimes I really enjoy editing, but a lot of the time the scope of the project feels too big. Because like with a Twitch stream, you click a button, you go live, you stream for 2 hours, you got 2 hours of content. Wow, that's out there for people to enjoy. With a YouTube video, let's go to one I released, not recently, but this year, right? So within the last 5 months. It was The Decade Summed Up in Under 4 Minutes, I think it was called. Amazing project, great idea. I loved writing the script for it. I loved finding all the information for it. I loved recording it. I loved editing it, but it was about, I want to say like 11 to 15 hours of work for a 4-minute video, which was super enjoyable, but it feels like really low returns, especially when you're getting, I think that video got like 50 views, which, you know, is wonderful. Like 50 people is a lot of people, but when you're putting like that much work into something for a 4-minute video, it feels a little less rewarding. Obviously the numbers shouldn't matter, right? It shouldn't affect me, but it makes me want to go stream. I'd rather stream for 2 hours and have 2 hours of content that 10 people are going to watch 100% of, than spend 11 to 15 hours making 4 minutes of content that 50 people are going to watch. I don't know, it's kind of numbers, it's kind of weird, but yeah, it just feels like, I guess the tasks feel daunting, but I think I need to knuckle down and just get on with it a little bit more, because it is something I really do enjoy, and I should pay less attention to the numbers. And that's, I guess, how I feel about YouTube at the moment. Question number 6 is, would you consider yourself successful? In life? Generally, yeah, pretty successful. Am I successful on Twitch and YouTube? To an extent. I have an audience, small it may be, but they, you know, satisfy me. If they, you know, the comments, the interactions that I get with the people who are in my little sphere are wonderful. The people I've met are great. So like, perhaps not, like, yeah, I'm not monetarily successful, but like mentally, to an extent, yeah, I feel pretty successful when it comes to Twitch and YouTube. And then obviously I have my regular day job, which is a night job, and it's going pretty well. I'm getting paid a decent wage. I have my own place. So yeah, I would consider myself successful. Question number 7 is, can you spell? No, can't spell. Will this change for next year? Nope, probably not. Will I ever learn to spell? Hopefully. It's unlikely though. Just can't spell. 8. What is my most played game currently? Tough one. You asked me 3 weeks ago, I probably would have said RimWorld. You asked me 2 weeks ago, I probably would have said Valorant, because I was just on Valorant kick for like a week, and I was like, oh, I'm going to play this game for ages. Not for me. Overall, this year so far, and going into last year a little bit, RimWorld. But as of the last 3 weeks, probably League of Legends. I'm playing a lot of League of Legends lately. Just with friends after stream, because everyone's off, so everyone's up late. So I have people to talk to, and they all want to play League of Legends, so we're playing League of Legends. That's what we're doing. But yeah, it's fun. I like League. I've been playing awful lot of TFT as well, which is kind of in that league sphere of games. I've been really enjoying streaming TFT too. Played an awful lot of TFT. I play a lot of games, so probably League of Legends, TFT, RimWorld. Probably in that order of games I'm playing currently, most played. Number 9, where do you live? I live in my hometown, Bury St Edmunds. I have my own place. It's 2 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms. It's alright. I rent it. I don't own it, I guess. I don't own my own place. I live in my own place, and I live alone in my own place. I just moved here. I've been here for 2.5 months. I'm really enjoying it. It's expensive to live alone, but having your own space is invaluable. Example, this video. It is 4 AM. That's right. It is 4 AM right now, and I'm recording this video, and I'm not upsetting anyone. Which is nice. Which is nice. Living alone is fun. With the lockdown, it's a little bit less fun, but it's still pretty damn fun. Are you happy with where you live? Is question 10. Yes, I am. I am happy. Very. Question 11 is, who is your longest subscriber? Mr. Scott Jamie, of course. Been subscribed for 28 months, coming up on 29th. And that amount of support is crazy. 28 months of supporting me doing something that I enjoy. A wonderful friend and a wonderful human. Even though we don't talk as much as we used to, just a great person and wonderful human being. And I appreciate him and everything he does. And will that change next year? I have no idea. But if it does, I'm still incredibly thankful for the support that Jamie has given me all these times. I know there was a point where he was like, I don't know if I'm going to be able to subscribe next month, money's a little bit tight. And it's just like, yeah, you've supported me so much already, like, don't even worry about it, it's no issue. And if you're, you know, the same, look after yourself before you look after me. I'm happy, I've got a regular job, I don't need every subscription to pay my bills. They go on frivolous stuff, or upgrades for the stream mostly. I just bought a new SSD for my computer, so I can reinstall Windows and get everything working a bit smoother. So that is exciting for me. Question number 12 is, who is your best friend? Which is an easy question for me to answer. I have a friend who lives local to me, and she is fantastic. She's my rock, and she's been there for me through a lot of hard times, and is just a wonderful person and a delight to be around, and always brings a positive attitude, and is just great. Just a great person. And then I have, you know, a few honorary mentions of people I know through Instagram, people I know online. I'm not going to name any names, but future me. Is your best friend still the same person? Is it? Tell the people. I would assume it probably is. It's one of those friendships where you can not talk for like a month, and then you'll go and hang out, and it'll just be like nothing ever changed. And we just talk about everything and anything, all truths, no holds bar, just fantastic open conversation. It's great. I love it. 13. How often do you go to the gym, if at all? I went to the gym last night at 4 AM, except it wasn't the gym, it was an outside gym that is near my house. So, before the lockdown started, and before I moved, I was going to the gym 3 or 4 times a week, and I'd lost a decent amount of weight. Then, it was the month where I was moving, so I was like, I'm moving, I've got enough stress, I'm not going to go to the gym, I'm moving. And then I moved, and then I was like, okay, time to start going back to the gym, and then the gym was like, quarantine, lockdown, time to close. So I haven't been to the gym, the real gym, for a while. And I went to that outside gym yesterday, and it was alright, but it's cold, it's outside. The equipment isn't that good. I could just go for runs and stuff, but I don't want to. I like being in a separate environment to work out, it makes me more productive. But hopefully, this time next year, I want to say, I'm hoping future me for this one is going to say, I go to the gym at least 3 times a week. 3 times a week. 2 or 3 times a week. Future me, you going 2 or 3 times a week? You better be. You better be. Okay, question 14 is, who are your favorite YouTuber? Who is your favorite YouTuber? Or who are your favorite YouTubers currently? Yogscast. It's always been Yogscast Lewis. My favorite boy. The main Yogscast channel is my favorite YouTube channel. I super enjoy it. I am the generation, or at least I'm a person who grew up watching pretty much solely YouTube and not a whole bunch of TV. So I've watched an awful lot of YouTubers, and the Yogscast has just always been a group of people that have stuck with me and that I've enjoyed thoroughly, even through the ups and the downs and the redacteds. But they are my favorite YouTube group, my favorite YouTube people. I also am really enjoying the Sidemen content at the moment. And anyone else? Anomaly is someone I really enjoy, and 3 Clicks Philip. Who is, those last two are both sort of CSGO YouTubers, but they do like CSGO content, and then they have a bunch of other content across various other channels that I really enjoy as well. I think they're both wonderful channels. So, Yogscast #1, and then probably 3 Clicks Philip, then the Sidemen, then Anomaly. That is my current YouTuber list. I don't expect that will change next year, but maybe it has. I've been watching a lot of Yes Theory. Yes Theory are really good. I've been getting into them a lot lately. They're very, very cool people. Who are my favorite streamers? This is an easy one. It is Syntimus, Joeverse, Miss Stephanie, and Vacuously. There is a bunch of other streamers that I know and that I love, but your stream schedule does not coincide with my watching Twitch schedule, so I never get the chance to watch you. But those 4 people I get a chance to watch fairly regularly, and I always will watch when I'm not, you know, doing other things. Their schedule works with my actual viewing of Twitch rather than my streaming of Twitch, so I get to watch them a bunch, and I really enjoy their streams. It's just a thing. It's just great. Love those guys. Obviously, I could list 100 streamers who I enjoy, but I just don't get the chance to watch them because they're not live when I am watching Twitch, because I am working, or I am streaming, or I am recording a video, or I'm just playing games, you know? We've got other things to do. But I wish I could watch more Twitch. And I think maybe I need to watch more Twitch. Hopefully that list I can expand, because there's people I want to put on that list that I just don't get the chance to watch enough. What is my biggest concern? Rent? Probably. It's like between rent and like, am I ever gonna find the one and be in love forever and ever? Rent? Love. Rent? Love. Rent? Love. One of those two. Not sure. What's my hair color? It's silver with blonde and brown bits in it because I haven't been able to get it done for ages because, you know, quarantine. It's a thing. It's happening. Hairdresser's closed. And you can't do silver by yourself. If you try and do silver by yourself, you'll probably mess it up. It's a difficult color to achieve. So I go to a salon to do it because I'm a fancy boy. Okay? I'm a fancy boy. Question 18. If you were to give yourself a piece of advice from when you just started streaming, what would you say? Focus on YouTube. Stream once a week. Make YouTube videos for the rest of the week. On whatever you want. Don't be like, oh, if I make a YouTube channel, it has to all be gaming, or it has to all be Reddit, or it has to all be this. Like, yeah, it would be better for the numbers. Stream once a week. Make YouTube videos on whatever you want for the rest of the week. And watch more Twitch. Watch more Twitch. You'll understand the culture more. You'll understand what goes well more. Like, what goes down well more on Twitch. You'll understand what people want to see, how people like interacting with each other. You'll meet new, cool, awesome people. You'll get chatting to people. Join in other people's communities more. That's something I still need to do. I go through my list of Discords I'm in, and I see people in voice chats all along the thing, and I'm like, I don't want to join because they probably don't want me there. They're in a public voice chat. This is a letter to just me right now. They're in a public voice chat. If they didn't want you there, they'd be in a private call. Just jump in. Just go say hi. Just connect with people more. Like, you're not a burden. You're not annoying. People want to talk... Well... Okay, no. I'm getting in my own head again. Well, I was about to say people might not want to talk to you. But they shouldn't be in a public server if they don't want to talk to you. There's no reason why people don't want to talk to you. And if they didn't, then they wouldn't be in public servers. So just like, if you see someone in a public server and you want to talk to them, just go into the fucking call and go say hi. You know? It's as simple as that. It really is. What do you still hope that you're doing? In a year's time, what do I hope I'm still doing? Hope I'm going to the gym. Hope I'm streaming at least once a week. And I'm hoping I'm making at least one YouTube video a month. Hopefully more. than all of that. Like, hopefully I'm going to the gym a lot. Hopefully I'm streaming like 2 or 3 times a week. Hopefully I'm making a YouTube video a week. But life, you know, finds a way. Maybe I get promoted at my company, I need to work more, but I'm getting more money, so bills are less of an issue. So I can make higher quality videos, perhaps, or have higher quality streams, you know? Life finds a way to mess things up. So they're my goals, because I love streaming. I love making YouTube videos. I love the satisfaction it brings me. So I want to say, as long as I'm doing it once a month, just as a hobby, I don't have to be like living off Twitch or living off YouTube. As long as I still have a creative outlet through them, I'm happy. I hope I'm still at least doing that. And going to the gym, because health is important. And I don't move enough. I just sit at my desk all day. Just go to the gym. Go to the gym. Who did you look up to when you started streaming? And do you still look up to them now? So when I first started making content, I very much enjoyed the Yogscast, which I still do. And I still look up to them and I still admire them. They were the reason that I first installed Twitch. For their jingle jams that they did way back in the day. Or installed Twitch, made a Twitch account, I should say. I also used to watch, who did I look up to right at the beginning? Twitch streamer wise? JP is a wonderful Twitch streamer. And yeah, I still look up to him. I do watch his shows on YouTube, actually quite a lot. I don't watch his live streams because they're not at a time I can watch, but I watch like the roleplay shows and Drop Frames and the pre-show. Watch all that from the beginning. I was interested in D&D, and he had a D&D show. And a lot of people would watch Critical Role. I tried watching Critical Role, and I was like, there's too many people, there's too many voices, I can't focus, I don't understand what's going on. I found Roleplay. I think the first show was just called Roleplay, right? I feel like it was just called Roleplay, with Neil Erickson, Ryan, Jeff, Jenna, what was her name? Maybe? And JP. And it was just wonderful. They had great chemistry. It was really funny. And I watched a whole bunch of them. Still look up to him. He's still very cool. So yeah, I'd say the Yogscast and JP, 2 big inspirations for me that I really enjoyed. I really thought was really cool. And I still look up to them now, and I still watch their content now. Yeah. So that was it. That was 20 questions. Wow. If you got this far, I hope you've thought of a comment to leave and a question to answer yourself. I hope you found something interesting out about me, maybe? Or my thought process? I don't know. I'll feel free to ask me to clarify things in the comments. I'll happily do that. And if you got this far, like, subscribe. Why not? Why don't you press that little subscribe button? Why you even ding that bell? Have I ever asked anyone to do that before? Ding the bell, you know? Ding it. Thank you so much for watching. I've been Blackfire Rebel, also known as Luke. This has been 20 questions, and I will see you in a year for this video, but like next week for next video, but for this video again in a year. We'll come back in a year. Very epic. See what the questions are like now. Okay, goodbye.